Hey, Jerry, good to see you. Ike says hello.
Sir, you seem to be in a bit of discomfort. What's wrong?
I hurt my back last week. It's a little sore.
My card!
Oh, you're a chiropractor.
Yes, I am, and we take insurance.
You know what? I don't have insurance.
Oh, no insurance? My card!
Oh, and you're an insurance agent.
Yes, I am. By the way, how did you hurt yourself?
Fixing it up at home, fell off a ladder.
Home construction?
Yeah.
Oh, my card!
Oh, and you're a building contractor.
What do I hear? I hear my dogs. I have to go, but before I do, my card!
And he's a dog walker. He's a chiropractic insurance agent contracting dog walker. Jerry, you got to hear about this guy. Hi, this is Andrew Sokol, international business consultant and branding strategist.
And I'm sales trainer Ike Krieger, developer of the Your Open is Your Closed sales system.
Ike and I are dedicated to making advanced sales and marketing strategies available to small and mid-sized businesses.
These are techniques formerly available only to very large companies with very large budgets.
This video is one way you can have access to the business secrets of the world's most successful companies.
So relax, enjoy, and learn from this week's 5 for 5 video tip. Andrew, this week's 5 for 5 question comes from one of our subscribers, Ava.
Hi, Ava.
Hi, Ava. And before we get started, though, we wanted to check in to make sure that things were going okay with your action steps.
That's right. You know, the action steps are very powerful when you use them, but they can also be very revealing. If you found that you're having any challenges with any one of the action steps in particular, it can be real helpful to try to figure out why you're having that particular challenge and maybe even go back and do that action step again, really work through any hang-ups that you might be having that are keeping you from growing your business.
That's good coaching. And now for our question from Ava, who, by the way, we know personally, and Ava's a real go-getter and she's involved in a lot of businesses, which brings us to her question, which is, how do I promote all my businesses at networking events?
Ava, I can answer that question in one word. Don't.
That's good coaching.
You have to remember something when it comes to marketing and branding, and that is, although it can sometimes seem glamorous, television is involved, sometimes celebrities are involved, it's really a matter of understanding human behavior and human nature. That's really what successful branding and strategy is all about. And it's important to understand that studies show that consumers cannot perceive you, or anyone for that matter, as an expert in more than one thing. So if you're trying to position yourself as an expert or authority in more than one thing at these networking events, it's probably not going to be real effective.
An experience I had about 20 years ago at a networking event just came to mind, and that was when a man pulled out his business card, and on it, it said, real estate and dog grooming.
This was on one card?
This was on one card, and obviously I was reluctant to use him for either.
That's right. That's a very good point. You actually diminish your perception of authority in both of the things that you're trying to promote by promoting more than one thing at a time. Here's another example. I've been working recently, as Ike knows, with a photographer, and he has a very unique niche, a particular skill when it comes to photography. And after doing some analysis and research, we determined that his brand strategy could be built around that particular niche. And it's been very effective. He's been promoting that brand strategy for a few months now, and people actually are coming to refer to him as the photographer who does that thing.
It's working marvelously.
Even people who don't know his name have referred to him that way. And just a few weeks ago, he attended a seminar that Ike and I did, and he wasn't promoting himself as a photographer at that event. He was promoting himself as a representative for a direct networking group, a direct sales company, and he was promoting their products. And interestingly enough, that night I was having dinner with some of the attendees from the event, and they actually brought it up. They said, hey, what's up with that photographer who does that thing? Why was he promoting those products at the event? Suddenly they were confused about what he did, and it's very important always to remember a confused mind says no and just moves on to a simpler choice. So by promoting himself as a direct marketer, not only was he not going to be effective as a direct marketer, but he was actually diluting his brand when it came to that specialized form of photography.
And I know that this is an issue that a lot of you face. So what would be a good action step that would help people deal with this challenge?
Well, this action step may be a bit of a challenge for some people because it's actually going to require a little more of a commitment, maybe even a little more time, maybe even a little more money than some of the action steps that we've talked about before, and that is this: only promote one product or service to one particular audience. And that may involve you having to join other networking groups in order to put yourself in front of new audiences, so that if you have a second or even a third business, you are starting with a clean slate. People don't have a perception of you already as something else, and you can begin to build your perception as an authority for that particular brand, that particular product, that particular service to that particular audience.
As a matter of fact, just recently, one of the clients who attended one of our seminars had this exact issue. And when we suggested that she go to more than one networking event and become an expert in one discipline and one event and be an expert in the other at another event, she said, wow, that would take quite a commitment. But she went, she did it, and she's informed us that it's working very well.
So we're asking you to do the same thing. Give it a try, see if it works for you. Only promote one product or service to one particular audience at a time. And we're going to be back next week and continue talking about this very important issue. But for now, I'm Andrew Sokol.
And I'm Mike Krieger.
Thanks for being with us.
Bye.